Hello everybody, my name is Pushkar Bajaj and today I am presenting my project Distribution Requirement Planning System as my last semester project, and I will be proceeding with my presentation as follows. So my project is Distribution Planning Requirement Planning System, also known as DRP, which I did under Mr. Priyadarshi Amit as my supervisor in the company, and my start date of the presentation was 5th of January and the end date will be 30th of June. STM Microelectronics is a French-Italian multinational company, and it's Europe's largest semiconductor chip market based on revenue. Headquartered in Geneva, Switzerland, I'll be working in the Indian office, which is located in Greater Noida, and I'll be working in ICT department of the company. And I have worked on LuthorX framework, which has been developed in-house by the company to develop all the web applications. Going forward, I will be giving you some of the background of the application. So DRP is basically a systematic process which helps to plan the whole deliveries which are to be given to the customers. So we have to determine which goods in what quantity at what location should be produced or stocked so as to meet the customer demand, and hence it gives the company as well the visibility of the distribution as well as the inventory which it has at different time for different customers and everywhere. And as I already told, the project has been implemented using the internal LuthorX framework. Now, the scope of the project is that it is a web application which helps the business employees of the company to plan the shipments according to their demands and communicate the same with the clients easily and more effectively. All the calculations will be done by the system, hence there is very less margin of error which is left for anything, and it helps the business employees to communicate to the clients very fastly as well, because everything is being computed on the fly. Now, the utility of the project is that it helps the company to determine at what location and what quantity should produce any product so as to meet the customer demand, and it gives the visibility of inventories at different states and sites as well. Now, the architecture of the project is being defined under below. So, it's a Java-based web application. Hence, we have HTML pages which are being implemented in form of LuthorX framework, which are being instead being implemented as JSPs, which interact with the business services and the Beans model, which will further communicate to the MySQL database through JDBC connectivity. Going forward, I will be telling you the techniques and tools we are used. So VNC's viewer was the one tool which was used extensively to connect to the Linux server to access all the files. ClearCase was the tool which was used for version control. SQL Developer was the software used for accessing databases. HPLM was the software which was used to log all the test cases and all the test runs and the failures, etc., to track everything for the project in the future references as well. Tomcat server was a local server which was being used to deploy the applications at dev level or at QA level or at test level to test the services, and Eclipse was the environment in which all the coding and development was done. Now coming forward, I'll be showing you some of the screenshot of my project, and as you can see, this is the screenshot of the execution view. Now this view show all the demands in different ways, the demand, the run rate, etc., etc., and different kind of demand, the inventories, the shipment, etc., for different days for a particular company, for a particular product, for a particular ship to ID. And we have multiple options on the top which performs different actions which are very important to the business logic, so that they can compute different demands, different things according to their own options, and then hence communicate the same with the clients and plan an effective plan so as to have the most optimized solution for the situation for the deliveries to be given to the clients. Going further, we can see the configurator, which actually helps us to set the settings for all the companies and the products and the ship to sites, about how the competition should be done at different things, how the backlog should be generated, how the demand should be transferred, etc., etc. So all the settings through which how the implementation will work for each company is being defined here. Now, the professional and technical learning were very extensive. Professional learning was like we have to be very respectful and nice to everybody, as we are working in a very good environment. We have to maintain a good environment. Teamwork is very important and much different from working individually, and teamwork is very much more effective than working individually. Working efficiently under stress is one thing which I've learned much more, as you have to meet our deadlines very particularly, and to ship the products as well, because that directly impacts the businesses of the company. Now the technical learning was like I learned the tools like ClearCase, VNC, SQL Developer, and HPLM here in the company. And as the project has already been implemented, so reading others' code and debugging and understanding the code was a very key learning I had. And as well, we use some developer tools as well to track the debug in the viewer mode of the application as well. Now for the work done, I have worked on 3 releases of the DRP application, which were released 31.0.0, 31.10.0, and 32.0.0. The release actually had some change requests which may have some implementation of a new business logic, or may have an updation of that, or just a simple error fix which has been reported by the user. And I have also carried out the compatibility testing of 5 web applications on Microsoft Edge. Going further on working for release 31 and 31.10, these were some of the changes which I made. So in the first screenshot, you can see shipment modified date column being added on a view which already had almost 20 such columns. So we need to extract a new column from the database as well and sync it with all the current application competition which it does, and then show it for all the objects. On the right, you can see I have on my own developer branch, so you can verify easily that I have made some changes in the code as well, which authenticates my proof of working there. Now below you can see the configurator and the settings saved. So in this setting, the remaining quantity was being firstly computed on a very different logic, which had logging of some events, etc. So we need to just cut it out and simply update it, because it has been there errors due to different things being implemented in the same, which do not hold significance right now. So there was a change in the logic of implementing that. And below you can see the different test cases being logged at HPLM software. In release 32.0.0, you can see on the right being my developer branch for the release. On the left, you can see a different tab, demand planning, in the configurator. All these demands have been added in this release, as I have already told, because this release implements a new business model for the company, so different competitions have to be computed on these different attributes which have been defined for the companies. And in below you can see the execution view, which actually shows all the data and demands, etc. So we don't see a different view or different row or column being added, but the underneath competition have been changed a lot due to these rules. Going further, I also tested 5 web applications on Windows 10 default browser of Microsoft Edge, as we have Microsoft web browsers only as our default browsers. So initially we had only Microsoft Explorer as a default browser, but as the Microsoft Windows 10 has Microsoft Edge as default browser, so we had to test it on that also. So I was working on these 5 applications, and it's helped me to understand all these and the connectivity between these as well to process the orders. And then I just analyze all the issues which had in Windows 10 default browser Microsoft Edge, and I also gave it to my manager. Going further, I will just the key highlights of the video will be the working of release 31, release 31.10, and release 32. Video I will be uploading in the same which I am recording right now. And for feedback, yeah, it was a very good experience overall. The faculty visits were very smooth and helpful, and the portal on which we did the registration, etc., was very helpful and smoothly built. Thank you for being the part of the presentation. Thank you.